Okay, what's going on? What's going on? Today was a pretty solid day. Um, I think my execution on these trades that I took was pretty good. I laid out my levels for the day. I played off my levels. I trusted my levels. I scaled out on my profits, and I set my stop loss. The game plan was just executed to the T today, and I really don't have any complaints. I took three trades today, and that was QQQ calls, QQQ puts, and then SPY puts. The SPY puts was a little iffy, but the way this market was running, I decided that this thing was gonna fade. But let's hop into the charts. So we're gonna start off by showing the month. Four 55 today. Uh, the overall month up 1,000. So that's I'm gonna boost my heart just a little bit, just a little happy. Everything's kind of clicking a little bit. Just got to get rid of doing these like on the 10th for 490, 240. Got to keep it to like I don't know 170 losses. $100 losses, whatever. Okay, so this was the first trade of the day. So coming into the day, we're in the middle of a channel. We have our supply highs, we have our demand lows, right? So what's my thought process? Thought process is wait until one of these wait until we come into either one of these zones. I did create this zone yet this morning because it's something you have to acknowledge. That yesterday we held this zone here. We have wick here, wick here, wick here, wick here. So it's something that you have to take into account, that there could be selling pressure up here at this zone, right? Because it held yesterday and now we're below. So the first trade I took was QQQ calls, and it was right on this candle. This candle was looking a little iffy. It came down pretty strong. Looked like we were gonna drop this level, but we didn't. We had essentially held. This candle is where I entered in. I entered in calls on this candle. I was in about $100 worth of drawdown. I entered in with 5 contracts. And my stop loss was underneath this 440.55, or sorry 420.55. And take profit was definitely at this supply high, right? I scaled out 2 to 3 contracts here at this 422.21, just because it was it was open. This is where we opened up at, and this where that selling pressure came in. So I wanted to protect some of that capital that I gained off of this bounce, right? And then I sold my last 2 up here. I meant to hold 1 contract up here, just in case we did want to come back into this 424 level, just because I kind of respect this level a little bit more than I do this one, just because this was 1 day of price action versus several days of price action up here. So that was a pretty good trade. I was happy with it. Execution, my entries, my exit, where I scaled out at. I really did like that trade. Okay. My second trade that I took today was QQQ puts, saying that the market's gonna go down. So I seen this after I sold here. I'm waiting for the next setup. I'm looking for the next setup. I had about $1,300 to trade with. So we get this drop. We seen this demand step in again, but what do? We didn't make new highs, right? We made lower highs. So lower high here. Lower high here, come back into our zone, a weak bounce, they created another lower high. Okay, what I kind of noticed was, we're at a key demand zone, right? We do not short unless the market shows us that we need to short, right? That this level no longer holds. So this is kind of what I was looking at, the triangle pattern. We have a lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, and then we get the breakout. Same lows, same lows, same lows. And that's exactly what this can be represented as. Same lows, same lows, same lows, lower high, lower high, lower high. So I was watching this like a hawk, right? And I knew as soon as we broke this candle low, this candle low right here, I was gonna enter in some shorts. So I didn't wait for confirmation on this because this was like a breakout trade for me. So I entered in, I believe it was either 3 or 4 contracts here, and I sold 2 at 420.16, and then my last one around 1987, right? You know, we obviously went lower, but those are kind of the places that I seen. You know, this was where we caught a bounce in the pre-market, so I wanted to respect it and take profit as on the move down. So that was another solid trade. This was like $150 trade here for me. And my last trade was spy calls. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to this chart here, right? So we've seen this weakness. This was a key level for me, like on the 4-hour time frame, so it holds a little bit more weight. So I know it was gonna be a struggle to get back above this level, right? Let me pull it up. Q's on the other hand, we broke this level yesterday on the 4-hour time frame of 501. This is, you know, previous day lows, and we're holding above it, right? So we're below on the Nasdaq. Nasdaq's been kind of like running everything, the SPY, ES, all the stocks, I feel like. So, oh man, why'd I move that? Whatever. Okay, so I was watching this retest, if we were gonna get it, this retest of our zone. And this was my initial plan, was to enter Q puts, but I wanted this thing to come a little deeper into this zone just in case we did get back above. You know, that would have been a bigger loss than, you know, if I was entered in my zone and took that. You know what I mean? So I did wait on this, and I noticed that we were struggling to get even close to it. And I said, okay, if we fail this level, SPY was above. If this is where this wants to reject, you know, that's where it's gonna where it wants to reject, right? At this time, at 1056 on the SPY, we're above our zone. SPY and the ES, ES and the Nasdaq market and ES they correlate with each other. So I'm looking at this, I'm like, okay, if this is where we're gonna reject, SPY who's not gonna hold this yesterday's lows, right? So I did enter in on the break as well. Didn't wait for confirmation because this is where my next zone was, and this is considered the retest. But I missed this opportunity here, so I looked at my next opportunity, and that was on SPY break of 498. So I entered in a light again, 3 contracts here. Sold one at the lows here. So at around 497, and then sold my last one at, not last one, but my second to last one at 97, these same lows, right? And I let my last one run up until Nasdaq hit our zone. So that's right around at 1208. So at 1208 is around where I sold my last contract. Yeah, so around here, 1208 is where I sold that last contract for what, $40 gain. So yeah, those were my trades today. I was really happy with them. And yeah, there's a lot. This market is tanking. It is tanking every day. Every day is a nice little staircase move. So we'll see what happens. You know, we're below these highs, and we're above these lows. So you know, this game plan does not change tomorrow. But we'll see what tomorrow or on Monday. You know, it's a weekend. You feel me? End of the week, pretty solid. yeah, ended the week pretty solid. Made back almost majority of my losses. So it was a pretty solid day today. I don't have the live trade because, like I said, the audio was not on, which sucks. So you can't really, I can't really show the raw like emotions and the way I was thinking while I was in these trades, like yesterday. But we'll get that figured out later. But peace.